Two old people on the couch here. I'm like to welcome you and thank you for stopping by.
On there, dancing girl.
I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and we're two old people on the couch, and we're going to have lots of hiccups, starting with our internet right now.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we did this show.
Yes.
So let us know how it's going, people.
Yeah. So I don't know what we'll do about the internet situation because I didn't
Debbie
do a hard
moved
part.
everything.
Yeah,
destroyed.
I moved everything. It's all Karen and Fred's fault up in the booth. They were in charge
They
of
got us
moving
kicked out of our studio.
Yeah.
They started a fight with people we rented with.
Yes.
And they kicked us out of our studio.
They did. They did. And I
Here
don't
we
know
are.
why it's flashing red and green and yellow.
Are we okay, guys? That's what we need to know.
Yes.
Are we at least?
Plus it rained last
Can
night.
you listen to it?
Yes. So anyway, we will see.
We need to go to get fiber. But hey, I want to just start out. If it seems like 5x5, we're good for now. All right. I just wanted to say Debbie set up the lighting too. So right now we look like ghosts, but that's okay too. Let's not start out on a bad.
And Fred's fault.
Karen and Fred's fault.
Yes.
Again, yeah, that's whose fault it is.
Yes.
And with all this negativity, I just want to start with something that's inspirational to all you young kids out there. Okay? Listen, that's Johnny.
That's Johnny walking through the living room.
Listen, whenever I was 5 years old, I crewed a whole 747 airplane.
Yeah.
And from coach. I was in coach and I crewed the 747 airplane and I earned my wings. Prove it. They gave me these plastic wings to say, you're part of the crew. And just to let you know, to just inspire 5-year-olds across the land, I did that. All for you guys, the bravery it took for me to sit in that chair and get fed food, and then look out the window.
Yeah.
Because it was interesting as a 5-year-old to just stare out the window and go, oh my gosh, it's beautiful out there. Everything looks like ants down below.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried. I just wanted to say, keep your heads up, kids. You can aspire to be great.
On this note, that note that you were just talking about earlier, we're not talking about how you can be a crew of a flight when you don't have any training. No, we're not talking about that today. So,
okay. We're not talking. What are you talking about? I don't know what are you saying that I'm
has
trying
been
to...
sitting in here for a good 2 months.
Yeah.
You could have hardwired it to the internet at any time.
But just yesterday you said we're back.
Well, I did, which meant get in here and make us good. That's what that means.
What you need to do is make sure everything gets hooked back after Karen
destroyed it.
You should have had Karen put it back exactly the way it was.
I have no control over what Karen does.
And set the camera so it doesn't look like we're all alien beings.
Hey, we're going to talk about aliens.
Yeah, we're back, Ryan. Look at us. Professional. Washed out. Let's get to the news, all right?
Let's get to the news.
Oh, my gosh. That's my job.
Uh-huh.
No, that's...
Yeah. That's your news.
Is Karen awake up in the booth up there?
She is. Karen, get busy.
Let's get to the slideshow.
Booth is over there. Okay. So, people can't believe this was actually Trump's response to the shooting the other day at FSU. So,
let me read this. People cannot believe this was actually Donald Trump's response to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we take everything out of context.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Orange man bad.
Well, if you keep going, you'll find out what they took out of context.
Okay. Well, you didn't tell me to keep going.
Yes, absolutely. We always keep going. All right. So, what Trump said is, it's a shame, horrible thing, things like this take place, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Horrible thing.
Right?
Horrible. Right. Go back. Okay. But the headline on X was that Trump said things like this take place. They left out the horrible
the horrible
yeah.
part. Listen to me, man.
Yeah.
Watch the news. I've got friends, family. Boy, these people only get one side of anything. And they don't go around looking, doing their own research. And my gosh, it's propaganda to the fullest. That's why we're kind of back to is, we won the election. Most of America has woke up. We still got to wake up a little bit of smidge of people out there that are brainwashed beyond belief. Would you say, Debbie? Like, they're just getting the propaganda. And listen, though. Okay, I'm going to go full. I'm talking away.
Okay.
Listen, we need to get this stuff done before the midterm election.
Yes.
So I think we're going to learn a little bit more about everything going to start coming out, right? But expect arrests soon, I think.
Yeah.
With all this stuff that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And that way people can see that it's no joke. That, this has been going on. Trump's cleaning up all the corruption. But if he doesn't do it there's no more waiting around to save America.
No, there's not.
We need to get action and see the people responsible for all this crap going to jail.
Yeah.
Before midterm elections, or it's over, people.
Yeah.
All the people that are brainwashed will be happy, and they'll have their little, where you'll just live in your 15-minute cities. You won't have any of those things, defend yourself.
Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, too.
Is somebody fixing their hair?
Yes, absolutely, because that needs to be done right this moment.
Right during our show.
Yeah.
Is it Johnny? Would Johnny be fixing his hair right now, Debbie?
No, Johnny is not fixing his hair.
I think somebody's now washing.
Mm-hmm.
But these mics are so good, you probably don't hear.
So, Zombie, sorry, you just don't see what? I just don't see it. You just don't see that Trump is doing any good? Because I don't know that. I don't know if he is or not. I don't know if it's good or bad or anything going on.
I'm trying to get my finger on the pulse out there. What the heck is going on? Because it doesn't seem like things are moving quickly. Is there anything moving at all? This is what we're going to have to find out real soon.
It seems like...
If the deep state...
It seems like chaos to me. Total chaos.
Yeah, and we're going to get into probably all this here in the near future because we got so much going on that I'm doing as much research as I can. But to tell you, the people that say they are in the know, that we don't know if they're in the know or not.
Right.
Say, trust, a lot of people say, trust the plan, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but they say these things are happening. Okay. We're getting very, very impatient. And then they get mad at you, say, well, you got to be patient. This saving America takes time and everything. Well, I'm telling you what, we don't have but till the midterm. If nothing changes, then the midterms are going to swing back and we're done. We're done. We're just going to be like Australia and all the rest that are losing all. UK, take England, for instance. They don't have any freedom of speech. They can't even make a joke over there without getting arrested. It's really bad. Mm-hmm. It's coming to America unless... Now, on that note, too, a lot has changed.
Yes.
Trump's putting in the tariffs. He's got everybody worked up, We've been getting ripped off for years. He's right. Anybody that thinks different is wrong because we're the ones that have tariffs put on our goods going over there. And they don't have tariff, it's not been unfair for a long time. Mm-hmm. We need to make everything in America. If we go to war, we need to make everything here in America, or else we're going to lose a war in efficiency, and we got to bring it all back. We got to bring industry back.
Yeah.
Technology back. Everything's got to come back to America.
Yeah.
We might have to pay a little more. But in the long run, we're all making it here. But if we're paying a little more, there's more jobs, which means people will need employees, which means they'll pay more. So it should all work out in theory. But
yes.
one thing, we got to make this stuff here in
Yes,
America.
absolutely.
Or we have no control over. Everybody else pulls a plug on us.
Right.
And we're just done.
Yeah.
Like if we didn't make any food and the other country we want to go to war for says, well, we're not giving you any more food. Well, though, it's over.
Yes.
It's over day one.
Yes.
You know, so this is common sense that most of Americans don't have. They're like, Orange Man bad. You know, that they don't even think for 3 seconds if we went to war, what would happen? Am I making any sense today?
Yeah, you're making perfect sense.
We want to move on to another slide.
Yes.
I don't even know if we need slides today, to be honest with
Well,
you.
I don't know.
You know, Karen did all that hard work.
Yes.
But I could rant about all this stuff since we haven't been doing this show for a long
time. I know. We haven't. There's a lot that has happened.
Here we go. What do we got? Can you read any of that? What is changed here, Debbie?
I don't know. Our eyes are getting worse. Okay, so Trump doubles down on his defense of the Second Amendment after the thing that happened in Florida this week. So, and you can keep going to the next slide.
There was something that happened on a college,
yes,
where people got.
Yeah, there were 2 that were
unalive, even though it's news.
And 6.
And of course, my gosh, ooh man, let's talk about that for a second. They found the information about that guy in his social media status in like 3 seconds. And allegedly, a lot of allegedlys. I haven't seen nothing, but you know, a lot of allegedlys. But listen to, they just caught a guy that was trying to unalive Mr. Trump.
Right.
They caught a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a I can't say the word, German. Neo-German.
It was Florida.
Neo.
Yeah. I'm reading the text.
Neo-German, right?
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Supremacist. Whatever you want to call them.
Yes.
Trying to take out the Donald. But yet they'll swing this around, say that this guy was that and he's for this and blah, blah, blah. You know how the left works. It'll be somebody will write an article that's 10 pages long that's boring as heck, right? And try to persuade all the brainwashed people that Orange Man is. That's what I'm trying to say. It goes on for years, people. This one, we're down to about probably 40% to 20% of the country that still think Orange Man is bad. But the majority, we woke up. They want to cause strife. They're going to want to have riots. They're going to try to make chaos, to make his presidency looks like it's a disaster. But that's in the works for them to keep. But there's less and less people doing it. They're cutting off the funding for the crazy.
I think we need to update our OBS.
We need to update everything. Not to mention get a
hardline. Absolutely.
Maybe find out if there's another server that we're supposed to be using for YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know the answers to these questions.
Not good.
Those are your questions. But we're trying. We're trying to get back in the swing of it.
It can't be our internet on the upload speed.
It probably just needs updated. It's Karen's fault.
We can go to
It's Karen's
fiber
fault.
now. We can go
fault.
to fiber. Oh, hey.
Karen's
Shout out
fault.
to our man Donut Factory.
Yes.
DOH. It's a little spelled lip. Man, he had a good one about that rock.
Yes.
Go watch Donut Factory and all the symbolism.
Right.
Like, did you download the patch and all that stuff?
I didn't download the patch.
Listen.
I was going to.
If you look at the patch of those girls that went up on the Blue Origin.
You're all over the place, and
I'm
I'm
not
sticking with the thing.
That's because our internet's crap.
Okay.
Right now, and it's throwing me off. But I'm just going to say real quick. Go look at the badge, turn it upside down. There's a Baphomet head right in front of your face. Thank you. I mean, I saw it, but
You saw. I don't know. You sent it to me.
Donut puts out great stuff, and he goes over all the symbolism of that whole rocket launch thing, and it's short and precise, and it went viral over on TikTok.
Yeah.
YouTube, they don't like spreading that word too much.
Right.
But good for him. And he's just pointing out the demonic crap that's going on around the world. Good for him. Go check out Donut Factory and the Girls That Went Up in Space video. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
check it out.
I mean, we're going to get to that news, but.
All right, what do you got here?
So, as far as legislation is concerned, this is going to be a long time. I have an obligation to protect the Second Amendment. That's what he said. So there you have it. So that's why they didn't like his response, because they're trying to force his hand to get some legislation on pew-pews. Yes.
If we did have a hard cable, Debbie, where would you have?
In one of those buckets.
Entertain.
Okay, I'm going to entertain
I'm try
people.
to dive in.
Look at this. So I really think it just needs to be updated again. So that's what he said. Hand me the thing so I can just keep on doing. I'll do the news like we're supposed to do. So anyway, so now that Mark's already hyped the whole Katy Perry thing stopped. All right, there we go. So let's talk about Katy Perry and the Blue Origin Space Mass Show. The world is fed up with entitled celebrities who think they are owed adoration. So that's what they're saying and everything. But we had this all-women crew that went up in the Blue Origin spaceship thing, and they acted a complete fool and talked about the goddess of. They tried to make God into a woman, for one thing. So there's that and everything. But it was just a show of women power is what it was. And they think they're like astronauts now, and that they crewed the ship that runs automatically. So how can they crew a ship that runs automatically at all? So who knows? You should see Mark right now. He's going nuts. So, anyway, there's those uniforms.
If a girl packs up anything, does she untangle everything before she puts it in?
No, absolutely not. It was
Oh my
there was
gosh,
so many
people.
wires. So
This
many
thing-
wires. It was Karen. Karen did it.
Good thing I have my pants.
Karen did it. It's a good thing you have your pants on today. So he's moving around the studio. We're trying to get it set up. I am not sure how things are going to look here soon, but I might be doing cut-ins during the day, or when breaking news happens, I might be doing short little cut-ins. I might be doing daily lives. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen because it just is. So, and I will let you know
We'll get this
about it later.
professionally.
Yes, later on. And there goes Mark with his wiring job. All right, so monkeys on board. Yes, absolutely, Julie. There were monkeys on board for sure. So anyway, they went up in these cool outfits, and they said these are outfits you could wear to the gym. That's what they said. So yeah, like I'm gonna wear a space suit to the gym at all, right? So anyway, there's that, and then we had oh, what is her name? Her name is she's Oprah's friend. Oprah's friend. She said, so he's trying to fix this. So anyway, I think we're connected now.
All right, now
we can't.
Now
see
we got
anything.
it.
Now
Nope. Same old issue.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It's our internet. We need to just get rid of and get to the new fiber. Oh,
Connected.
oh, hold on.
Everything's down now. Gail King. Yes. So she says like Mother Earth, and then Katy Perry calls it the like God is the goddess, like she's a woman, like God is a woman, but no. That is not how things work. So anyway, I'm not sure what's going on here, but now I'm like totally.
All right, we're back. Now I don't have my. Yeah, because it changed. It changed the port for the IP address.
Do we need to reboot it or what?
No, I need to maybe go back to airplane mode.
Fix our problem? Anyway? Yeah. So all that was for naught. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Take it off airplane mode. Now connect. We're on ASUS now.
All right.
I don't know what's going on. We're trying, people. The first one in our new studio. This is like a test run. Get this back out here. Move that back. Can't function without my people. Everything. There goes Johnny. I don't know what he's doing. All right. So anyway, I was talking, but now. Okay, just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Now you got to turn it off. Now it's really going to bother me. Give me some slides up. We're talking the news. We're talking.
Third time live ended. Had to go out.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Dink and Tank. I don't know why our internet's no good.
Drop.
No, that's not going to help.
Old computer.
No.
Did you reboot the computer?
I didn't
before the show?
reboot the computer because.
Did you leave the computer on all night long?
Yes.
So it was hot.
Oh yeah, but it's been sleeping.
Hot.
Oh, was it? I don't know. I don't think that's it. I left it up so that it would work.
Okay.
So that it would work for sure. That's why I did.
Get us now.
Yeah. Well, I need that fixed, but it can't get fixed. I don't know what's going on, but I'd like to get back to the news. So get our slides up here and act like we know what we're talking about.
How to argue during a live.
Yes, we can do it with the best of them.
We are so professional. All right.
So anyway, slides, please, slides.
I fell asleep first.
Slides. We're doing the news. Okay.
If you're new here, you're probably getting what you're going to get for the.
No, don't judge.
So this is what you get. No, I'm just kidding.
This is not what we get. So next one, we're probably going to have to get our air conditioner fixed.
You know, listen to me about the whole alien crap.
Okay,
They're pushing it.
Tell me.
I don't know. That was a long time ago. This thing, whatever. They're now. Are you talking about the space thing, about the planet? Do you have a slide?
I do have a slide.
Oh my gosh! So this is just about the aliens here.
Yeah.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen one yet. I'm sure maybe some of you people have out there. I'm not going to knock it, but they always bring this stuff up whenever things aren't going like good. And then all of a sudden there's aliens everywhere. You know, like, oh, we got this, we got a whistleblower, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe any of it, to be honest with you. If anything, it's, demonic entities that might be messing with us, right?
Yeah, it probably is. That would be my take.
We can't get to them. They can't get to us. There is no alien threat going on.
Lone Cowboy Adventures. It does remind me of lives that you have in there. I just don't know why our internet doesn't stay good. I think it's because we need to upgrade OBS, I think.
I don't know what's going on.
Because it comes in and out. Or every Saturday at 8:30, they work on the lines.
Come in and save us.
No, Dottie can't save us. She did have free reign, though.
Back in here.
Yeah, she is in here.
Up in here.
There's Dottie. There's Dottie.
We went off overlanding.
You went overlanding.
That's what they call it these days now. We used to go camping. The new kiddos, they call it overland.
Yeah.
But drove across a farm field.
Yeah, that's overlanding.
That's overlandings. I can't say that I went camping anymore.
You keep on the news. This is a news channel.
All right.
I want to do something serious. And
I do too. But obviously, you honed this in and tested it during the week.
Well, this is our test. This is our test.
Okay.
Okay, JP Morgan estimates 60% chance of a recession in 2025. We have already been in a recession, people.
The groceries are out of this world.
And then they have these 10 things you should do to prepare yourself. I did not show those 10 things because they were ridiculous recommendations that will make you in debt. That's all their recommendations were.
Buy gold.
I didn't even
buy silver and buy gold.
No. It was
I'm not a professional, but if you would have taken my advice, let's say 4 years ago, you'd be rocking good right now if you invested in silver and gold.
But we're not telling you to invest.
We're not.
No. We're not telling you, Jim. We're not
invest.
telling you anything.
But if you would have done what I did, you'd be going like 401k. Who cares? That thing's ridiculous. You're at the mercy of a Ponzi scheme with the 401k stuff. Yeah, I hope it goes back up. I hope everybody that's been putting millions of dollars into it their whole life with the high taxes, which Trump is trying to get rid of, make it okay. Yeah. But it's a gamble. It's like going to the casinos and hoping that it's something whenever you retire. Mm-hmm. Where I think gold and silver, and we changed the one for account that we have. We changed it. We left our money in it because it was my dad's IRA.
It moved more to commodities, is what you're trying to say.
Yes, but I was like, move it to commodities. Yeah. Because commodities are going up in price.
Right.
So, yeah. I'm not putting it into the companies that are in the big Ponzi scheme. I'm trying to go where I know things will stay good and go up.
Yeah, the stock market is down. Everything's a mess. Things change on the dime. Like, Trump is like, tariffs, no tariffs, 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 no tariffs. everything's haywire.
I tried to make a bet. I tried to bet some people out there that this stock market's going to plunge, right? And not that it was going to plunge, but if before, the midterm elections, so I gave it like 6 months. I said 6 months from now.
Yeah.
Stocks would be back over 44,000. Now, I'm no expert on that either, but if it's a good Ponzi scheme and everything's going the way it always does, in 6 months, all these crooks are going to buy in low, and it's going to shoot right back up to 44,000. Right. They're making their money, though, right now. All the people panic. Right. They take their money out. Then the rich people buy it, and it soars right back up. It's a great Ponzi scheme, people.
Yeah.
And so I think it'll go back up over 44,000. And, these people that are diehard Trump haters and stuff like that, I said, put your money where your mouth is. I'll bet you that it'll be over 44,000 in 6 months. And guess what? These people that are adamant that Trump is crashing the stock market, it's a guaranteed bet for him, right? That it won't go up over 44,000. Debbie's not listening to me.
I am.
They would not take my bet. It's sure money for them if they're correct.
Right.
Sure money for me if I think I'm correct.
Right.
I'm willing to put my money on the table to say, I know what's going on. They won't.
Yeah.
It'll be back up. It's the stock. Always goes back up. And I think it's going to rate back up soon.
Yeah.
All right.
So what else do you got? Okay, we're back to this. So unpacking the claims that Jeff Bezos opening the Blue Origin capsule hatch was staged. So
it was
anyway.
Him opening it was staged. That being said, I'm not saying they didn't go on their little joyride to the Kármán line, if you want to call that space. If that makes you happy,
go for it.
You can get in a 747, right? And it'll go up, and then it starts going back down. And experience 2 minutes of weight loss in an airplane.
Weight loss. Weightlessness.
Yeah. You lose weight while you're falling. As you're doing that, you can experience weightlessness the exact same amount of time as these morons do. Well, nice ladies do with their little toy spaceship, right? You're all in an air-contained You're not in space, people, to begin with. You're in oxygen in a capsule in space. But you yourself are not in space. You would die in 2 seconds.
Right.
So there's no difference between a pressurized plane or a pressurized capsule. It's the same thing, you morons. And you're paying a lot more money to experience. What I'm trying to say is they probably went up there. They did come down. Now, obviously the door has a latch inside too, so that the people, in case the thing catches on fire, can get out, before all the people run there to get there. But for TV and this big, these brave and stunning women, like Jeff Bezos wanted to be the guy that freed them back to Earth, and open up the thing. But they had opened up the door themselves because they were like, hey, we landed. They probably didn't read the script too good, follow it perfectly.
Right.
And so now he looks like an idiot. Instead of he fell trying to get there first.
Right. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he fell down.
Mm-hmm.
Then he ran around, and they were already opened the hatch. So the lady's like, "Get back in there and shut the door. We got to make this look good." And the whole thing has been a PR disaster. Even the most liberal left are like, these are just rich, rich people on a joyride. Everybody
costing a lot of money.
Did you see all the SUV gas guzzling vehicles that go running up there to save them too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not to mention all the people that have to drive into work every day to build this rocket, right?
Right.
It's a huge carbon footprint to put these people into space for 10 minutes. There's thousands of people coming to work every day and then going back home and all this stuff just to have this toy.
Right.
And it's terrible for the environment.
Yes.
But yet they do this, and then a lot of them come back from space like, we need to save the environment. Well, quit going on a 10-minute joyride
in space.
These people had to fly in planes to get there to be able to go up into space, let alone. So they're
right.
And they probably all have their own private jets too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they do.
So this is just people are finally coming out of their brainwashed little cocoons saying these stars aren't for us. They're just doing this to try to keep us enslaved, but whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Am I making any sense?
Uh-huh. All right. So, okay. So we're going to get into a topic that's dear to my heart. So everybody just hang on. Okay. So Robert F. Kennedy Jr. scrambles to diffuse outrage over his autism claims. Okay. So he came out with some claims and people are outraged over it. So go to the next slide. All right. Make it bigger so I can read it. Okay. So he said, this is what triggered the outrage. He said that people with autism will never play baseball, go out on dates, pay taxes, write poems, or hold down a job. Now, that is not exactly what he said. He said 25% of people with autism will not do those things, which is probably correct. Probably 25% of people with autism will not do some of those things. Now, they might hold a job. They if they have a job, they will pay taxes and stuff like that.
What?
But some of them won't. I mean, it is very sad. And he is right. 25% of them probably won't.
Listen to me.
For me, I cannot think about my grandson driving because he has like impulses. And I don't know that he would.
He will never. But,
yeah.
Listen,
he could hold a job, maybe. In a controlled environment.
Is this how I go off sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right.
now you know what I do.
Yeah.
But yes.
Listen. Whenever they come out and say, it's definitely not this. But it's probably that.
But
that's the government.
Also, like,
why wouldn't it be vaccines?
Another case where they leave out part of what he said. They leave out the 25% part.
Yeah.
That he said. He said 25% of them won't. Not all of them won't.
Right.
Because there's a whole spectrum. Some cases are a lot less. Some cases are functional. Some, so there's a whole spectrum from really bad to almost not on the spectrum. Yes.
I think Dottie likes it. Got a couch kind of like on the other side of the couch.
And she's just laying down right here.
And now
she's just sleeping right there. She can be with us.
Instead of like waiting at the door for us to be done with our. Like, I've heard this before. I just wait. We should get a camera on.
Neil, my grandson is also 12. So
Johnny Johnson, come here.
But he can talk. He talks.
Come here, Johnny Johnson.
He does good. Hey, Johnny Johnson.
Say hi to the people.
Say hi. All right, run on.
All right.
Run on.
All right.
Run on. Good job.
Here, fix your glasses.
Yeah.
No. Well, put your
He's a
glasses on.
tall. He's a
Get
tall
down here
boy.
so we can see you on the camera. Bend down. Now, do whatever you do to straighten out your glasses. Don't you?
Well, move them around. Move your nose around. Your eyes.
You don't know.
He won't. He won't. He won't. There he goes. There he goes. He did it at the last. Yeah.
He likes to fix his glasses and scooch them back up without using his hands. He'll go. Bam! They'll put them back on.
Wendy, they also don't eat a lot of processed foods and things that have been manipulated in the grocery store, and make their own food and eat more pure meals. So there's a lot of things that could contribute. Use chemicals. They probably don't use as many chemicals. So yeah, the Amish people
the Amish
live a
don't
lot
have
different than us.
we said vaccines. It's okay. We won't. Nobody will see us in our show breaking up anyway. But yeah, the vaccines.
No. They say that's not the case. I'm just saying. That's what they say.
But the Amish don't. Yeah, we're definitely seeing. Measles.
Yeah.
Watch it go down again.
Yeah.
Heck, I didn't get the dang thing for the old COVID. I'm gonna say it all right now.
No, I want to be monetized. Okay. If you want to have a channel, it needs to be monetized so I can earn a living doing this.
Okay.
So we have to figure out how to do that. Go off on your own channel.
We can't save the planet. What we're trying to save on YouTube.
Right. We can't save the planet on YouTube. Mm-hmm.
It's a long story. We get it. It's definitely what
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If government says don't eat eggs, you eat eggs.
Well, I feel
like government says beef cooked on an open grill with fire is bad for you, you roast that meat as good as you can on there. If they say salt's bad for you, even though most of our body is made out of salt and water, you just listen to them and say salt's bad for you.
Right.
Just whatever they tell you is bad. Don't take my advice. Is good for you. They want to kill us. I said the word. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, Mark.
All right.
So anyway, we will see. Okay, White House doubles down on claims gas hit $1.98 a gallon this week, despite reality. Now, I do not think that gas went that low. The lowest they could find was 2.18. So
I haven't seen it, and
if they're trying to say that inflation is going down or stable, they're wrong. Because I've been to the grocery store every day. It's just ridiculous when you go to the grocery store.
Yeah. We need to do a lot more work before we can start. Now, listen, gas for a while, crude oil was down to $55 a barrel. It's still under 70, right? Which, in the long run, will start showing up.
Absolutely, Jennifer.
At the pump. But I'm as much as I love Trump, it's not. I guarantee it's not $1.98 here.
Yes.
And so we want to keep it fair and balanced here. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Are things better right now? No.
No.
And these tariffs and everything make things better down the road. It's for us to be determined.
Right.
But he's doing something.
Yeah.
Whether it's right or wrong or not, we're going to find out here soon. Mm-hmm. I think I've always said, and if you watch our show religiously, why would you? But if you watch our show religiously, I've always said we need to make things here in America or we're going to lose a war. Man, it's as simple as that. I think the forefathers, and I've said this before, should have said, listen, we have to make everything we need to survive here in America first. And then we'll get extra from other countries.
Right.
And like luxury items, cell phones and stuff like that, we can get somewhere else, right? But as far as there should have been a clause in the Constitution saying we have to find everything here in America, and what we have is what we have to live on.
Right.
And make it where we are self-sufficient.
Right.
That should have been in the Constitution. One of the things, don't rely on other countries for nothing. That's my point.
Yeah. Hi, MT. We're struggling today. Our internet's going in and out.
All right.
So, this case or this incident happened, and it's been, I want to say, 2 years ago.
Maybe
It's
4.
been a while. Maybe.
Been way longer than you think.
It has been. Was it before the pandemic?
Yeah.
I feel like it was, maybe. No, surely not.
Yeah, it was in the
No,
like
it
the
couldn't have
winter.
been before the pandemic because we didn't have a show before the pandemic. So it
Okay.
had to have been about 2 years ago.
I'm going
Yeah.
3 or 4.
So there was an incident that happened in Idaho at a college where 4 girls became unalive by supposedly, allegedly, this guy. And he is just now getting ready to have his trial. I think that's ridiculous because, I mean, people should be able to. Why are you messing with that?
Just relax. Keep going.
So I found that whole case very interesting to begin with. Now, I wish that we would find out all the ins and outs behind the scenes because I feel like there's more to it than this. But it was the 4 girls in Idaho at the college that this guy supposedly didn't know them really, and came and unalived them in their apartment late one night after, it was after midnight. So anyway, but yeah, so he's just now starting his trial.
What we got to do is these lights are way closer to us.
You think?
That's what's doing. And they're just hitting one side of our face.
Well, I'm wondering if we need to scoot everything back in that light and then get those lights out.
Further away from the.
I feel like this corner is.
These lights need to be more set off to the side.
Okay.
Therefore, the iris. See how everything's kind of blown out behind us?
Mm-hmm.
And so is my mic even working?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's working. All right.
Okay.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe just pop this up, and I've been kind of working, so I didn't get in here and take care of stuff for
Yeah.
me. Good husband.
Would.
Should.
Yeah.
But I've been busy. Basketball
Yeah.
season. In fact, I got to go do the Thunder.
Right. But I'm going to.
She's going to be
try
doing the news.
To get things popping. And I also thought that maybe on my other channel, I might just break up our live short little clips, like on my secondary channel.
I think
just for a backup channel.
I think that'll be good. You'll fine. But you didn't move everything. Here's the deal.
Yes.
We've got the grandchildren.
Yes.
Therefore, we had to move the studio. I'm not, I know you're all going to be upset because you thought we had a studio with seating for 289 people.
Yes.
That was a lie. It was just in our bedroom.
Bare bedroom. Yeah. Sorry to tell you.
I know you guys were all tricked for all these years to think that we had our own studio. But Karen is real.
Yes.
Karen and Fred.
Except she's over there.
Are real.
Mm-hmm.
They're our producers.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why our connection. I think we just need to upgrade OBS because there's no reason why our connection should be bad. There's just no reason.
We use that all the time.
Yeah.
Or
regular internet, and it doesn't drop. Yeah.
Just got to redo everything from scratch.
We just got to figure it all out again. So anyway, that's what's going on. So anyway, but just trying.
Life. It's just like how it's going right now with inflation and everything. Whatever we do with our show.
Yeah.
Come on, get up here. Come on. What are you?
I don't know what they're doing.
Instead of getting up, she moved it out of the way. Come here. What else we got, Debbie?
I don't know. Keep going.
I like that. Out there. Hey.
Go, Poppy. She likes that. She can be here with us, but she's not with us. Mm-hmm.
She's the best paw giver on the planet. Yeah. Go, Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Paw.
So it'll be better next time. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to be more professional.
They probably like this better. Just watching the dog get with her ears slicked back. Going, oh yeah. Pay, give me some love. All right, good, Pop.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to it. I like her with just looking. These two are idiots, but they do feed me, and I do love them.
Yeah. Okay, so Supreme Court gives surprise update on birthright citizenship battle, or it's going to. It's going to give a update on citizenship battle, which they're trying to say that the 14th Amendment is what gives illegals the right if they're born in the United States. But the 14th Amendment had to do with slavery and slaves.
Right.
Being free.
Things are.
Yes.
Oh, hey, the Democrats love this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, say, well, the it's outdated.
Mm-hmm. That's probably my son, right there. Right.
Well, it wasn't me. It would go off on your.
No, it wouldn't go off on my iPad.
I don't know. Well, how much more time we got now? Wow. We only done 17 minutes of this.
No, we've done almost 50 minutes.
We start at 8:30, people.
8:30.
All right.
All right. So anyway, go to the next slide. So the 14th Amendment was about slavery and giving African Americans freedom if they're born, citizenship when they're born in the United States. So that's what the 14th Amendment is. So they're supposed to give a judgment.
My goodness. Who didn't take it seriously? You didn't. So now that you have more free time, you're going to be jumping into this full bore. We're going to make this professional.
Yes, we're going to try. Right. We're going to try our best. Yeah.
And I'll be better. I'll be back on my game again. All right?
Okay, so now
I thought I started the show off good with my.
You did great.
Piloting the TW.
Yeah, people don't even know what you're talking about whenever you do the stuff like that. You go off the cuff.
Okay, over in the chat. Who understood where I was going whenever I said I was a crew member of a TWA flight whenever I was 5 years old, and even to prove it, I got my wings. I got my wings. The stewardess gave me my pilot wing for being part of the crew. Did you guys know where I was going? Hold on, stand by.
The Fed isn't even a federal agency. It's an independent company. So that we have just signed in and gave them the power to control our money. So, yes. So, who knows? But they're saying that Jerome Powell is causing the middle class suffering because of the inflation and that he's not doing a good job, which I can't disagree with. I could probably agree with. So, should we jump out of here?
I'm just gonna do a internet speed test while we're doing this.
I can't talk if you don't keep doing slides.
Going.
Okay.
I'm trying to solve a problem.
All right. Joe Biden is trying to charge $300,000 to give speeches, but no one is buying. So there's that going on. And Ambassador Mike Huckabee places prayer from President Trump in Western Wall at Jerusalem on Good Friday vows Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. So we are in negotiations with Iran right now, and so we'll have to see how that goes to keep them from having a nuclear weapon. So what is our speed?
So much stuff is going. I had to get. So much is going on, that you don't even really hear about Israel.
Right.
Hardly at all.
Right.
All of a sudden it's not a thing.
Because so much is going on. Yes.
So much stuff is going on here.
So astronomers detect. This is your story.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Strongest indication yet of life on exoplanetary 120 light years away from Earth.
Listen. Okay. I'm just going to go over. I know it's a radio telescope, not a regular telescope, but I'm going to put this into perspective. Whenever you go 5 miles up in the air in an airplane that I crewed,
yes,
and you look down at Earth, and cars look smaller than ants, houses are smaller than ants, things are incredibly small from just 5 miles away, right? Am I right? If you look up at a plane that's flying 5 miles in the air, It looks smaller than an ant. It looks like this little dot with all the chemtrail. Boy, you can see the chemtrails though, just beautifully, can't you? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, the chemtrails are just lovely these days. Okay.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is this planet that they say has life on it,
Right.
probably, allegedly,
Allegedly,
is 124 light years away from planet Earth. 124 light years. I forget how many gazillion, millions of miles away that is.
Yes.
We don't know what's on that. I don't care if we have special telescopes and all this stuff out in space, looking out there, looking for another planet for us to live on.
Yeah.
They don't know. They can't tell a lick if there's even a planet out there that has life on it. Just shut it up. That is ridiculous and absolutely moronic. So, yeah, we have great technology, but we don't know what's going on 124 million light years. Look at the sun. The sun looks like a size of a dime to us.
Yeah.
That's incredibly huge.
Right.
Way bigger than this planet.
Yeah.
Here.
Mm-hmm. And closer.
Way.
Way.
Do you think it's not even light years away?
Inconceivably closer.
Yeah, and it's a tiny thing out there.
Right. Because space is massive. Because God created it that way.
And I put this up on Facebook. I said, to those stunningly brave women that were having a Baphomet demonic ritual going up in that spaceship, just mocking God. You know what? They were still in a confined capsule and took a part of what God made here on this planet.
Get them up there.
To get them up there and to survive while they're up there, they had to take a piece of God with them up there to that He created.
Yeah.
To survive. So take that there, stunning brave people. You still need God. And then I said, everybody needs God. 5. Whammo.
Man, we're rock solid. See, I think they just do something on Saturday mornings to update
we're going to change to fiber.
Yeah. So
yeah, what's up now?
We didn't do nothing. Solid now.
We didn't do nothing.
We've been rock solid for a while
God
now.
might have straightened it up so I could get that message out.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
God works in mysterious ways.
He does. Oh, I forget I'm in charge of this.
Yeah, we're perfectly good now.
Yeah.
And I'm not touching it. I'm not touching nothing.
So maybe at 8:30 they do all their updates on their system. Who knows?
We're changing.
Okay. White House science chief says U.S. can manipulate time and space. Trump hints of secret weapons no one knows about. So this is all about traveling into the future. And it's very bizarre, and how it makes nukes obsolete.
Obsolete. Yep.
Yes. Because there's new weaponry that is we can't even define. Yes.
I'm not saying there isn't or is. As wild as that sounds, right? All I know, my man Kim Clement, the only prophet that has nailed everything so far. He said one of the things he said is American automotive industry will come raging back.
Right.
Well, guess what? Them tariffs are going to do one thing. They're going to make that all come back. I think that's going to come true here pretty sooner than later. Secondly, he said that there would, Trump would win 2 terms. He did. And that there would be some kind of special energy that would be revealed. New energy that just blows our mind is what he said, in the future, coming up here.
Right.
Well, that time might be, we might be finding out that we got tons. And listen to me, energy is freedom. If we all had our little box here that created its own energy for us, right? We would have the politicians, everything would lose all their stuff because we'd have free energy. The farmers would be going nuts, producing all kind of, food for cheap and everything. They would lose their power if we all have our own energy source. So, if we all get our energy source, like a little box that's like a little, like creates so much power to run our whole houses and run our robots so they mow our yard for us and everything. Like, I mean, it just gives us freedom to do more stuff, let alone be free from the government relying on them to take care of us. Does any of this make sense? Okay.
It does. All right. 20,000 IRS employees accepted President Trump's offer to resign. So I do agree that it would be a good thing if we got rid of income tax.
So they offered to resign themselves?
Uh-huh.
Look at the number there, 11. Look that up in the Bible. All right.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's on Constitutional Avenue. I never knew that. That's pretty cool. What were we just talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, they want to...
Oh, hey, Greenhorn Acre 1. Good to see you.
Listen,
it's early your time.
Hold on, look it up. Hold on. Eric over at Greenhorn 1 Acre has started his own coffee. That's what I wanted to do. Stand by. He hit me up late last night.
Oh, did he?
Or maybe I just saw it late. Stand by. You talk. I'm going to get this up. This is important stuff here.
Okay. President, it's good to see you, Eric. It is really good to say. Everybody say hi to Greenhorn 1 Acre.
If you want to, oh my God, he's not a...
He's never been here before. It's early in Arizona time.
Well, no, he's not a moderator.
That's what I'm saying. He's never been here before.
Well, get him...
On a live. I know,
get him.
It's too early. I already did.
Listen, all right.
I already did.
Okay.
All right, President Trump signs executive order.
Hold on. Greenhorn 1 Acre, you are now a moderator.
Yes.
You can post your link in the description, and everybody can see where to get coffee from.
Yes.
I should have
post your link, Greenhorn 1 Acre.
I was going to do that, but I'm working.
It has been a while. Yeah, well, everybody's been busy, Greenhorn.
But no, he's starting a new business
venture.
It
is, and it's very early.
And he's been having a rip-roaring good time. Have you been watching? Yeah. I'm friends with him on Facebook.
I'm friends with him on Facebook.
I'm friends with him on Facebook. But he's been... I love his river trips. He does the river trips, and it looks like he's in a good point in his life right now. Maybe he's in such a good point that he'll maybe go back up. I saw him one time. He went up to his cabin that he built. I love that cabin up there. And just at a place where he can escape and everything. Maybe.
Yeah.
He'll get back into it.
There you go.
All right.
So there's his link. So check out his coffee.
There you go.
Okay. So President Trump signs executive order barring illegal aliens from receiving Social Security. Unless they're paying into the system, they shouldn't receive it.
You know, this is what the Democrats love to do, is like, you know what? The Republicans want to take your Social Security away. Well, he's trying to do this so that they don't take our Social Security.
Right. We can't afford everybody that's not paying into the system.
It's not a Ponzi scheme again, people. Like, if you buy a stock, you hope that you get more out of it from your investment. Well, I've been investing in Social Security forever, and they don't save it there for me. They spend it on other government projects.
We've been good for a hot minute now.
I know. Listen to me. I know. It's our service. We're going to get fiber.
You're welcome, Eric. Anytime. You're one of the best.
Fiber. Right?
Yeah.
Or we're going to start streaming out of our phone service.
Something. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Well, we're going to update our OBS. We're going to get this. We're going to
get rid of this blinding sunlight that my wife has 2 feet from my head, just washing me out.
I feel like that's how it always has been.
It's not. But we'll work on it.
Yes.
How do we sound? We're in a different room.
Are
we echoey, or do these mics?
I'm trying to be monetized to pay enough to get by.
Be blatantly honest. We'll go back and listen to it, obviously. But do we sound hollow, like we're in a big room? Or does it sound really good because we're eating these mics and it's up close? And we don't sound like there's a big echo.
Yeah, because this room is echoey.
That's a new word.
Yeah.
Echoey.
It is echoey because the carpet is not as plush.
It's a bigger room.
Yes, it's a bigger room.
But Debbie does have a lot of stuff hanging on the walls and crap.
No,
not too much. She hasn't.
Not too much.
She hasn't.
We sound okay. You sound okay.
Well, that's good. All right.
So, yeah.
I know. Well, we're busy. Eric.
Yes.
Greenhorn 1 acre. We're all busy. Oh my gosh. You wouldn't believe how busy the two of us have been, and that's why we haven't been doing.
Yeah, I understand that. It's been rock solid for a hot minute now.
Yeah, so, we don't touch nothing.
Yeah,
so.
And we haven't touched anything. So I'm going with they do stuff on Saturday
morning
at 8:30.
Yeah. every week almost.
So anyway,
but we got to change that
because now it's been rock solid for a hot minute. So it's just weird.
I think we're gonna start going on my hotspot, but I think you're only allowed so much data hotspot.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
Okay, good to see you, Ann. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, how's the puppy? Did you ask Ann how's the puppy?
How is the puppy, Ann? She's doing better?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I know that those open wounds are sketch for a while, but then if you make it a week or so, then it starts getting better. So I'm hoping that's the mother of Dottie. Had a little incident, so we're hoping that she's doing better.
Yes. So, and I will be working on our stuff. Let's go.
Good. Yes. She's better.
Good.
I will post an update. Yeah, animals are pretty resilient. We had this one wildcat for a second. I know we're friendly. We had this wildcat. It's been through heck. It even had like gangrene on it. We fixed that. But one time it came back and its whole belly
was open.
But it was wild. It would strike you down and stuff. So it was hard to capture.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wrote that cat off. I was just like, there's no way an open wound big in the organ area would disappear for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Comes right back. like nothing. So I don't know if somebody else captured her, took her to or she just healed. It was a miracle. And then we took her whenever her whole face was gouged open, hanging open. You started to smell. It was like gangrene. It was terrible. And we captured her we fed her and then slammed the box and got her fixed on that one. That cat lived forever and went through heck. So.
Well, Julie, I'm going to be working on my channel. It may take me just a minute, but I'm gonna get some stuff going, and later on I'll tell you some stuff about how things are going.
Can we say that you're gonna honestly do it every Saturday at 8:30?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a given. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna work on and me work on it to get it to where things are better and looking better?
Absolutely. It's funny though. My face looks fine. It's yours that has shadows and stuff on it.
Look, even just doing that,
mm-hmm.
Turn yours sideways.
Oh, there, we look better. We're kind of coming out of the woodwork, but
we need some more lighting
in the back. Well,
we need backlighting.
Why is our light like changing colors?
Because you haven't done a show so much, it reset to changing colors.
Oh, it resets to changing colors?
Yeah, you can set it to where it's just red. We just need to blast light on our wall back there. Yeah, that's easy too. We got lights. Man, it doesn't have to be a professional light. Any light that just lights up that wall back there, match our intensity
up here. Okay.
Well, look at that already.
Yeah,
that was
easy.
See, we're gonna work on this.
We're working on it, and so we're glad that. We're glad that you guys joined us today, and so we look forward to seeing you guys again, and hope everybody has a wonderful Easter tomorrow. And
go watch Donut Factory. Yeah. I don't know why I promote him so much, but go watch his video on. It's like 8 minutes long of the ladies that went up into space. Man, it's awesome. It's really good. It's an eye opener to the symbolism that's right in front of your faces that these people out there don't see. Okay.
So we will see you next time. And until then, remember, do your own research and be prepared for anything.